Joyful adventure on its come, join the...
Good morning, Birmingham. It's Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025, and we're now into the 9th day of all-out bin strike action across the city. What started as on-off industrial action in January has escalated into scenes that many are calling a public health emergency. Here in Balsall Heath, the situation has become particularly dire. Black bags stacked 6 feet high on street corners, spilling their contents onto pavements. Residents report seeing rats scurrying between the piles, and you can literally smell the stench from several streets away. It's almost like we've stumbled into a Batman movie, but instead of the Joker threatening Gotham, it's mountains of black bags and armies of rats taking over our streets. The city feels held to ransom, with ordinary citizens caught in the middle of this waste warfare. But who's the villain in this story? Is it the refuse collectors fighting for their pay and conditions? Or the council, trying to make financial cuts at the expense of frontline services? Like any good Batman plot, there are shades of grey here, no clear heroes or villains. Moving over to Bordesley Green, we're seeing similar scenes. But interestingly, the impact isn't uniform across Birmingham. Some areas appear to be coping better than others. This raises an interesting question: why are some areas worse affected? Is it down to collection routes being prioritized differently? Or could community action be making a difference? There's another angle to this crisis that deserves attention. Look at this, clear evidence of fly tipping that goes beyond normal household waste. Reports suggest people are arriving in cars just to dump their rubbish in areas already struggling. And here's something worth considering: these standard wheelie bins simply aren't adequate for many households. Should we be rethinking their size? If residents had larger bins, would we see less overflow and fly tipping? Or would it just encourage us to produce more waste? Parts of Ladywood, you can see how the situation varies street by street. Some households have maintained relatively tidy frontages despite the strike, while just around the corner, rubbish is piled high. So what do you think? Do you support the refuse collectors in this dispute? The union says workers face significant pay cuts, while the council says it needs to restructure the service to save money. It's worth reflecting on how waste collection has changed over the years. Many viewers might remember a time when bin workers would go down alleyways to collect your bags, or even help elderly residents with their bins. Today, strict rules mean bins with lids not fully closed or extra bags placed beside them often go uncollected. Has the service declined, or are modern health and safety concerns justified? Yesterday, scenes described as bin war unfolded when a rare bin lorry appeared, with residents desperately rushing to dispose of their rubbish. Today's collection points have added security to maintain order. In our Batman analogy, who will be the hero Birmingham needs right now? Will it be a compromise between union and council, or will the people of Birmingham take matters into their own hands? I can see valid points on both sides of this dispute. Workers deserve fair pay for what is undeniably difficult work, especially when dealing with situations like this. Yet residents paying increased council tax expect reliable services and clean streets. As this strike continues with no immediate end in sight, what do you think? Should workers accept changes to their roles to help a financially struggling council? Or should the council find other ways to make savings? And what about our broader approach to waste? Should wheelie bins be bigger? Should we rethink how often collections happen? In one of the UK's largest cities, in 2025, scenes like this raise serious questions about community pride, public health, and how we balance workers' rights with essential public services. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you affected by the bin strike? Do you support the workers' position? Who's the real villain in this unfolding drama? Join the conversation.
Now they just stare at the pile. Rules so tight, make us miss that old lifestyle. Stacks of waste breaking down in the light gray day. Birmingham buried in the mess, who's gonna pay? Slash city deep, voices unheard, promises they just don't keep. City held hostage by more than just trash, a powder keg waiting for a spark and a crash. Trash city blues singing on every street, mountains growing high where pavements meet. Strike drums echo telling stories untold, Binmen battle while the rubbish turns mold. Can't solve problems with quick washed hands, solidarity crumbles like castles of sand. The streets don't lie, they tell tales so raw, negotiating waste becomes civil war. Can't solve problems with quick washed hands, solidarity crumbles like castles of sand. The streets don't lie, they tell tales so raw, negotiating waste becomes civil war.
Wheelie bins line up like a barricade, overflow with trouble that won't cascade. Workers march for the justice they demand, streets cry tears that stain the land. Overflow blues gotta sink in low, where the trash grows taller than their hopes can go. The council pleads but can't find a way, caught in the rubble of yesterday. Broken bins tell a tale of the fight of labor and power in the dead of night. The stench of neglect lingers in the air, drawn in the rubble of yesterday. Broken bins tell a tale of the fight of labor and power in the dead of night. The stench of neglect lingers in the air. Promises shatter, does anyone care? Do you hear that rhythm in the workers' song? Singing for fairness where they did wrong. Echoes bouncing off the pavement gray, their voices rise while decay takes the day. Overflow blues gotta sink in low, where the trash grows taller than the ropes can go. The council pleads but can't find a way, caught in the rubble of yesterday. Birmingham holds its breath in despair, while people dodge waste that shouldn't be there. The clock ticks louder, the tension brews. Will this be the city that pays its dues? Mountains of rubbish rise to the sky. Each day feels bleak as time passes by. The rodents parade through a plastic sea. This chaos in Birmingham just won't set us free. Tri-city blues fill the streets tonight, a symphony of disarray beneath the pale street light. Who's to blame when this bit's like war, while the city's foundations rot to the core? Neighbors debating at each other's door, pointing fingers but no one's sure. Crisis wears heavy with the scent of decay, but unity crumbles as we push hope away. Neighbors debating at each other's door, pointing fingers but no one's sure. Crisis wears heavy with the scent of decay, but unity crumbles as we push hope away. Silent Marches of rats through the night, their kingdom sprawls under no one's fright. The bins stay locked in this bitter game. Who'll end this stand up, will bear the shame. Tri-City blues fill the streets again, walking through chaos down forgotten lanes. Can't clean a divide that cuts through our hearts, a fractured town where the healing won't start. Meeting rooms buzz with heated debates, promises thrown but resolution waits. We need solutions, not just a fight. Bring back tomorrow from this endless night.
Once they help the bags and they just stare at the pile. Who's so tight and make us miss that old lifestyle? Stacks of waste breaking down in the light gray day. Birmingham buried in the mess, there's gonna pay. Tri-City blues singing on every street. Mountains growing high where pavements meet. Striking drums echo telling stories untold. Thin man battle while the rubbish turns mold. Garbage bags whisper secrets of neglect and blame. People cursing the system, it's a crying shame. The smell of frustration hovers thick like a shroud. Birmingham shackled, destroyed, yet somehow proud. Behind waste wars, there's a pain that stings deep. Voices unheard, promises they just don't keep. City held hostage by more than just trash. A powder keg waiting for a sparking to crash. Tri-City blues singing on every street. Mountains growing high where pavements meet. Striking drums echo telling stories untold. Thin man battle while the rubbish turns mold. Can't solve problems with quick washed hands. Solidarity crumbles like castles of sand. The streets don't lie, they tell tales so raw. Negotiating waste becomes civil war.
We've lined up like a barricade, overflow with trouble that won't cascade. Workers march for the justice they demand. Streets cry tears that stain the land. Overflow blue skies sinking low, where the trash grows taller than hopes can go. The council pleads but can't find a way, caught in the rubble left yesterday. Broken bins tell a tale of the fight, of labor and power in the dead of night. The stench of neglect lingers in the air. Promises shatter, does anyone care? Do you hear that rhythm in the workers' song? Singing for fairness where they've been wronged. Echoes bouncing up the pavement gray. The voices rise while decay takes the day. Overflow blues got a sinking low, where the trash grows taller than hopes can go. The council pleads but can't find a way, caught in the rubble of yesterday. Birmingham holds its breath in despair, while people dodge waste that shouldn't be there. The count is louder, the tension brews. Will this be the city that pays its dues? Overflow blues got a sinking low, where the trash grows taller than hopes can go. The council pleads but can't find a way, caught in the rubble of yesterday. Birmingham holds its breath in despair, while people dodge waste that shouldn't be there. The clock ticks louder, the tension brews. Will this be the city pays its dues. Now mountains of rubbish rise to the sky. Each day feels bleak as time passes by. The rodents parade through our plastic sea. This chaos in Birmingham just won't set us free. Trash city blues fill the streets tonight. A symphony of disarray beneath the pale street light. Who's to blame in this bin strike war? Well, the city's foundations rock to the core.